Welcome to episode 2 of The Bearded Photographer. Today we're going to be covering how your meter in camera works. On episode 1, I covered what the light meter sees in general. All light meters see the same thing, which is 18% gray. What you can do then is compensate by overexposing or underexposing to get a proper exposure based on what your camera is telling you. Now there's a few settings that you should know about when dealing with the light meter in camera. The first is the spot meter. This is what I have my camera set on at all times. This gives me the most flexibility. When I'm out photographing outside in natural light, on the spot meter it's going to give me a pinpoint meter reading based on where my focus point is located. I can then take a meter reading of the grass, some trees, even the sky, and get a general idea of how the light is behaving. Then I will come in really tight on my subject, zoom in, and get a meter reading of their skin. White Caucasian skin is 18% gray. If you are dealing with somebody who has very dark skin, you're going to have to compensate in the same way that you did in episode 1. If you're dealing with somebody who has very fair skin, you are going to have to compensate in a similar fashion in episode 1. Another option that you have is center weighted metering. What that's going to do is it's going to average the meters of the focus points around the center of the image. Another option is the matrix metering. Matrix metering is going to average the whole thing. It's going to average every single point that it comes in contact with, whether it's foreground, middle ground, or background. So if you have something very bright in the back and something very dark in the front, it is just going to average that and you'll be somewhere in the middle. What I like to do is I like to put my camera on the spot meter, and I like to do a meter reading of the foreground, middle ground, and background. Then I decide, as the photographer, what I want the proper exposure to be. If it's to the point where I think the dynamic range is going to be too much for the camera to handle, that's when I consider bringing in an external light source, whether it be a speed light, a flash, a reflector, to try to bring that exposure in the front up to match. I hope this video was of help to you. If it was, I'd appreciate it if you click that like button, subscribe so you'd be notified of of the videos that are coming later. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a like. Go ahead and write any questions or comments below, and I'll be sure to answer them for you. If you have any ideas on future episodes you'd like me to do, go ahead and write those in there, and I'll be sure to cover those in future videos. Go ahead and subscribe to be notified when new videos are posted.